Hello friends, welcome back to this online guide classes. I hope and pray that you all are doing very well by God's grace. In this video, we are going to study the density of population. In the previous video, we have studied the distribution of population, D for density of population and D for distribution of population. Both the letters are starting with the same word. D means density and D means distribution. But these two words are carrying different meanings, my dear friends. In the distribution of population, we have studied that the population is distributed uneven, right? In some places we found high density of population. In some places we found a very low density of population. Now let us move to the next topic, that is density of population. Now what is the meaning of density of population? The definition is mentioned over here. The number of people or the persons living per unit of land is called density of population. Living per unit of land. Unit of land is measured per square kilometers. Please remember, unit of land is measured per square kilometers. Now let's move on to the lesson. The estimated global population in the year 2012 was 6,908.7 million, according to the 2012 census. But the population of the world is not evenly distributed. So the population of the whole world is not even distributed completely, fully. Only 30% of the world is filled. We can say only 30% of the land is completely filled with the population. Some countries have high density of population, whereas some countries have low density of population. Why? High increase in the density of population is a matter of great concern, as it puts immense pressure on our natural resources and adversely affects the quality of life. Now, in the previous video, I had explained about if there is an increase in density of population, there is a great problem, my dear friends. There will be having immense pressure on the natural resources, and at the same time adversely affects the quality of life. That means, now if the density of population increases, the natural resources will decrease. Now during this particular period of time, what happens? The country faces poverty, right? The people go with hunger. All the people of the nation, or the people of that particular state or country or the nation, will not get the natural resources that need to be distributed. Whatever the natural resources that are there, okay, natural resources are converted into necessary resources. So all the necessary resources will be affected. Now we cannot distribute the natural resources or necessary resources to the population or to the people equally. We cannot distribute it equally to the entire population. So, and it also affects the quality of life. So when we are not distributing the natural resources equally, what happens? The life will be affected. Take an example of petroleum, right? So the natural resource, it gets emptied. It puts a great effects on the quality of life. There are some continents like Antarctica which are almost uninhabited. I mean to say, what I mean of uninhabited, where human growth is not available there. More than 40% of the world population lives in Asia. So as you can see over here, 40% of the world population is living in Asia continent. The density of population is divided into three parts. The first one is area of low density, area of moderate density, and area of high density. We are going to study these three types of density of population. So the first one, what is the meaning of area of low density? Area having population less than 1 or 2% per square kilometers. For example, you take an example of this per 1 square kilometer, 1 square kilometer, 1 square kilometer. Like only 1 or 2 people are living in this per 1 square kilometer is known as area of low density, right? So these include hot deserts like Sahara, Kalahari, Atacama, and cold deserts like some parts of Canada, Greenland, Antarctic, Gobi deserts. So in these places, per square kilometer, only 1 or 2 persons are living. So this is known as area of low density. Amazon basin of South America and Congo basin of Africa are the main areas of equatorial region where you find very less or low density of population located over there. There are areas with high temperature and high humidity and very dense forests. So these are the main reasons for the population growth, and due to these reasons there the population is living very low. Hope you all have understood. Now the second point is area of moderate density. What is the meaning of area of moderate density? Areas having a population density below 200 persons per square kilometer. Please remember this, my dear friend. Per square kilometer, 1 square kilometer, 1 square kilometer, 1 square kilometer, 1 square kilometer. per square kilometer below 200 people are living. So this is known as area of moderate density. So which are the states which are having area of moderate density? Like South Indian states. Like what are, how many South Indian states are there? 5. Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. These are the 5 states of South Indian states where here we find moderate density of population. So western part of China, Denmark, Norway, western parts of USA have moderate density of population. So in these particular locations we find the areas which is having moderate density of population. The third one is areas of high density. Now what is the meaning of areas of having high density of population? Areas having a density above 200 persons per square kilometers. Please remember 200 persons per square kilometer. 1 square kilometer, 1. So total 1 square kilometer is. So in this one, about 200 persons per square kilometer are known as high density of population. So the main areas of high density of population are Monsoon Asia, Europe, eastern part of USA. The eastern coastal part of USA and Canada also have a very high density of population. In these particular locations like USA, Canada, we find very high density of population. Why? Because as we have discussed in the previous videos, that in these regions you find industrial growth, and these are developed countries, my dear friends. That's why you find very high density of population. My people migrate to these particular countries for their beneficial purpose, for their growth purpose. This belt is also known as population axis of Europe. The main occupations include in this belt of Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, North France, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Poland, Ukraine, all these places. Whatever you find these places, mostly it is located in Russia. So and the river valleys and coastal plains of Russia, Spain, Portugal, these are some of the places where you find high density of population. On the other hand, such as Ganga and Brahmaputra in India, Huanghe or Changjiang in China and Nile in Egypt are the densely populated areas. So this particular Ganga Brahmaputra region, I told you in the previous class that there are some states are there which are existed on the banks of the river Ganga and Brahmaputra rivers. So what are they? Calcutta, Patna, Allahabad, right, Kanpur, all the cities which are existed, which are very rich or which are completely developed or comes under, or they are located near the banks of the river Ganga Brahmaputra in India. Hope you all have understood this particular topic.